Well, hello. Aren't you lucky? I'm going to do 2 more videos today. Why people have sex. We can parse out some core categories for why people have sex to expand our analysis of sexuality in useful ways. People have sex for a few reasons. 1, reproduction. 2, pleasure. 3, bonding intimacy. 4, status. 5, power and control. And 6, resource exchange. Pleasure, in the form of physical gratification, stress relief, or fun, acts as the natural neurochemical reward driving the behavior for survival, the fundamental biological drive to procreate. This natural reward is the central mechanism making sexual selection the fundamental driver of civilization. Sex also creates intimate bonds that strengthen connections, express love, and build trust. Sexual access provides verification of status and fitness, validating self-esteem and social standing. Sex for purely aesthetic or artistic reasons would fit into this category. Sex can also be about power or control, dominance displays, manipulation, or establishing power dynamics. Finally, sex can be a direct transaction for resources, favors, money, or other benefits. These 6 motivations rarely operate in isolation. A single sexual encounter might involve pleasure, bonding, status verification, and resource considerations simultaneously. The relative weight shifts by context, individual, and life stage. But all 6 remain present as possibilities in most sexual interactions. All are connected to both survival and status. When aggregated across populations, these individual motivations produce social structures. Sexual activity at the individual level sums up to the infrastructure for organizing the social superorganism. The individual becomes a dyad, which becomes a family, which becomes the clan, community, tribe, nation, and civilization. Sexuality is the mechanism creating those nested structures in the first place. Stable pair bonds cluster into communities for resource pooling and mutual support. Status competition organizes labor and distributes resources through emergent hierarchies, and sexual exchanges for resources are formalized into economic interdependence. Even though these taxonomies for why people have sex operate at the dyadic level, their sexual behavior is simultaneously operating at the group level, creating social cohesion and stability. For example, marriage acts as a treaty between families, tribes, and economic units. Sexual exchange between partners and family groups can function as a mechanism for peace. For example, marrying your children off for political or social alliances. Shared sexual norms create in-group identities and help to define group boundaries. Distributing sexual access through various mechanisms, such as monogamy norms, helped prevent destabilization from the increased population of excluded males in more polygynous, meaning multi-partner, social structures. Social stability requires calibrated male frustration, enough competition to motivate males to generate surplus, but not so much that they drop out. When structural exclusion becomes too transparent or female energy reciprocity is severed, the incentive mechanism fails. A meta point here is that whenever we talk about selection pressure, we are really talking about incentive structures across time. Selection pressure is the aggregate result of incentive structures across generations. Patterns that confer metabolic advantage get propagated. Patterns that don't get eliminated. Sexual scarcity is what drives competition. Competition generates surplus, and surplus crystallizes into societal order. The sexual gradient is not so much a tool for maintaining stability, It is the actual structure itself. Sexual scarcity and regulations governing sexual access are foundational to social order itself.